just did a whole video and didn't press record. Y'all know I'm mad. I'm big mad. About 15 minutes, I think. But anyway, I want you guys to know what I learned this week. I got 2 lessons. Stay tuned. I'm still mad about not pressing record, but at least I got the camera set, what is that, horizontally this time, because my last few videos has been vertically, because I keep forgetting, and it ain't nobody's fault but my own, because you know I've been promising to come back to YouTube forever, and yeah, I just got to get used to doing that, because I do so many videos for Instagram, which requires the video to be vertical, and then YouTube, it requires it to be horizontal. But anyway, let's talk about my 2 lessons of the week. Yeah, I'm recording. I made sure this time. So, coming from a company driver, I ran line haul. And line haul, I ran reefer terminal to terminal. So I was always moving. Holidays really didn't exist to me. Planning accordingly didn't really exist to me. I didn't have to look at a load board. If I needed a load, I would call dispatch prior to dropping the load, and I would be good to go. Once I dropped the load, I knew where I was going next. Easy peasy, right? In a sense, it pacified me, because when I became an owner op and I did orientation was literally, I want to say, an hour or 2 worth of information. Now, you know, as a company driver, orientation usually is 2 days, 3 days maybe. Mercer was like, no. This is what you pay for your insurance, your trailer number. Here's your coordinator. Good boy. Yeah. I was like, but wait. Oh, I need more information. What does the load board look like? How do I use it? What areas are dead areas? Which areas should I stay away from? Nah, they ain't telling you that. So if you got plans on becoming an owner operator, when they say put on your big girl or your big boy drawers, they mean just that. Ain't nobody holding your hand. It is up to you to do your homework and ask questions. Because if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. So the first lesson, which I can't put all the blame on myself, because I had some truck issues on Monday. My oil pan had a crack and I had an oil leak, so I had to take it back to the dealer, and they fixed that, and it caused me to miss out on a load home. So the next available load out of Kentucky to Florida, I think it was 2,300. I missed out on that load. It wasn't available. And the next load that was available, it was for 3,000. Coming out of Kentucky to Jacksonville, I think. It had 3 stops. And the last stop would have been this coming Tuesday. So I wouldn't have been home for Thanksgiving anyway. And it would have required me to go into the trailer and unnail some things per stop. After I did my cost per mile, it wouldn't have been worth it anyway. So yeah, that caused me to still be sitting here, and hopefully I'll get a load out of here home, because I have to get my inverter, my TV mount, my CB. I have to get Lola, because Papa's been watching her and she's missing me and I'm missing her. I just need those things to be comfortable in my truck because I run 5 to 6 weeks and I need to make some money. The bills don't stop coming in just because I couldn't find a load out of here. So yeah, planning accordingly is definitely a lesson learned this week. I'm glad I learned it earlier on. So now I know if I want to get home for the holidays. Yeah. You know, as a company driver, you sit in macro 7 to 10 days out. They get you home either the day before, the day of, 2 days before. Easy peasy. That's no longer the case for me. So yeah. Second lesson, it's a big lesson, and I can't really say it was a lesson because I already knew I had to know this prior to coming in. But I'm hearing that a lot of drivers don't know what their cost per mile is. Coming from a company driver, I understand. You see the load board and you look at a load and you're like, oh wow, 2,100, 2,000. But you might be shortchanging yourself if you don't know your cost per mile. This is a sure way to fail in the trucking game. If you don't know what it takes to run your truck, you're doomed to fail, I promise you. You have to know what your fixed expenses are. You have to know what your variable expenses are to get your cents per mile. And I'm going to do a video on that. Not everyone's cents per mile or cost per mile is the same. We all got different expenses. Our cost expenses are all different. But you have to know those things in order to run your truck and what it takes to move your truck. So that's definitely a lesson. I'm glad that I knew that. So when I looked at the load board, I wasn't all big-eyed about 2,000 when really I might as well stay the company driver if I'm going to take a load for 2,000 coming from West Bubblefuck going to West Bubblefuck. Not saying 2,000 is not good. It just depends on how far we're going. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And hey, you have to know your cents per mile. Your cost per mile is all the same thing. So those are the lessons that I learned this week. And I hope I can stop you guys or the person who's watching, whoever, my subscribers, from making those same mistakes. I'm glad that I learned those mistakes earlier on. And if you like this video, share, of course, put on your notifications because I do plan on dropping my mistakes made per week. Subscribe, share, like, do what you must. Drop a comment below. I'll be sure to get back to you guys. I appreciate you watching. I'm tired of sitting in Kentucky. I ain't even gonna lie. I had chicken nuggets for Thanksgiving, y'all. This is the first Thanksgiving that I've spent away from my family. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. I've never been away from my family. And it's cold out here. And I'm paying for my own fuel now. I don't have an APU, which I plan on getting. So, yeah. I've been quite miserable. But at least I got to watch the Mike Tyson fight last night. And I am so proud of the growth that Mike Tyson displayed last night. Oh, man. Just watching that was the highlight for me. But, yeah, I'll say that for another video. But, again, thanks for watching. And I hope you guys have a successful, productive week. And I'm out. Moolah Mob.